Hello. Also, I see that. I understand that. I don't care. I will make the thing. Wait, why am I turning left? Why am I turning that way? Wait. Okay, no, I was being crazy. Okay. Hello. Before we play the video game, I'd like to make a service announcement. That's not a service announcement. It's just something I've literally learned just now today that kind of annoys me a little bit about my state. So apparently a YouTuber burned his Ferrari in Nashville. Or somewhere in Tennessee, I guess, maybe. Drunk already? No. Why would I be drinking now? I would make it very obvious that I was drinking. I would not make that a hidden information. No. Came to observe Jelly doing jelly stuff. I'm Jelly! Also, hi, Trey. But, apparently my state's very... By jelly shots? You know, I've had jelly shots before. Jello shots, not jelly. Jello shots before. They were very good. I've had them once from, my mom's coworker when I was 16. 17. No, 16. Yeah, apparently he burned his Ferrari in the middle of a cornfield. And the state of Tennessee has arrested him on tax fraud. On tax evasion. For not paying taxes on the car he bought in another state. Miss all the shots you don't take. I mean, it's pretty true. Still blows my mind that this game has a heckin' heckin' 999 level little, like, thingy. It's funny to me. But I didn't know that, so when I looked into it, the state of Tennessee is very fickle, apparently, when it comes to that. Looks like you're doing coding things? God, I hate visual coders. I hate visual encoders. Also, I have a dumb question. Doesn't matter which one I pick, will it auto send me to C? Like, I hate programming languages that are all visual. Therapist says self-hatred isn't healthy. Yes, it is. What are you talking about? It's very healthy. Hating yourself is the most healthy thing you could possibly do. Anyway, to recap what we've learned, you as someone... I'm a robot. Yeah, Gravity! Hey, Gravity, how you doing? It's been forever! What are you doing, Gravity? How long? Why? Where have you been? What were you doing? Were you in school? What happened to you? States are dwarf countries. Yeah, but I thought my state was cool and for Giga Chads. Apparently, it was actually the Wojak. Apparently, it was actually, in fact, the Wojak. I didn't know that. At least in terms of this. I was also doing a lot of mathing and researching on housing and the cost to own a house, and the cost of to buy a house, and the cost of rent, and the median income. Because I'm Golden Freddy. No, you're Gregory. Come on, Gregory. What you doing, Gregory? What you doing? Uh-oh, my phone's chat broke. Import tax on things bought in another state is blowing my mind. Yeah, pretty much. From my understanding, the problem that the state of Tennessee is having is that he bought the car in Montana under his LLC, brought it to Tennessee to burn it. And they're saying that because he brought the vehicle to Tennessee, it should have been registered under his own name. They're here dancing? I don't see no Golden Freddy on my head. That is all your imagination. But, and so the state of Tennessee is saying that because he brought the car into the state, he had to pay sales tax on that vehicle. And apparently it's very common for supercar owners to buy their car in Montana, register it in Montana, and then drive it somewhere else. Because Montana's doesn't have sales tax on supercars and vehicles, and they don't have registration costs, from what I read. And so a lot of states are essentially going, if you bring that car into our state, we will tax you or we will arrest you. And that's what they did to him, even though all he did was bring it to the state and then catch on fire, which is a bit much to say the least. I got level 118 Hibloblos on RuneScape. Is that a lot? Is 120 a lot or is that little? I'm assuming that's a lot. Yeah, I was doing math and stuff when it comes to like owning saving money to get a house. And I found that if you 120 is okay. I found that if you and another person, assuming is a significant other, made the bare minimum 20,000, which if you're making less than 20,000, I don't know what the hell you're doing. You should be making more than 20,000 a year. There's no way on God's green earth you're making less than 20,000 unless you're doing something really stupid. Like not even like not even like low quality work pays that little. You should be making more than 20,000. At least 20,000. But if both of you are working 20,000 and you have a car payment and you have a rent payment, and I did my area's rent, and you're buying, and this is what I did. I took a carton of eggs times its cost by 2 times, and milk, 2 milks, buying two things of eggs and 2 things of milk every single day for an entire year, and did that as the grocery cost, because I feel like that's a good way of saying that's how much you should be paying on groceries. Not literally, you'd be buying other stuff for but I use that as like a medium of, okay, that's how much you'd probably end up spending on groceries. A phone bill. Now, mind you, this was only one, like, just the general phone, like, plan, which would be for 2 people. I found that if you did that, and you were saving money, anything that was left over, you were saving, which I found to be I think I found it was like $5,000, $6,000, something around those lines, maybe a little more. I forget exactly. And then you would say that you would be able to buy an average home in about 18 years. And you know what's funny? That is about how long it took boomers to buy their first home. If you were to take into account they started saving when they got into college. You're lily on your head. I miss you. Okay, Golden Fred, if you ever see... Now, Gregory hasn't shown up in a long time. I don't know what... Gregory, what were you doing this entire time? Have you been in school? I know you were like 15 or something. But I need more info that USA is I don't need more info than the USA is collapsing. I get it from all the normal sources. I'm sorry for you. To be honest. Well, I don't have to worry about that. Nor do I really, you know. But like, it kind of annoys me. It annoys me a lot that people bad talk boomers so much when, from my entire experience and everything I've seen online, it's not boomers, it's millennials and Gen Zs not being good people, to say the least. Like, oh, I can't afford a home. Well, what about your parents? Oh, I ran away from home. I left home. And it's like, well, were your parents unwilling to help you? And it's like, oh, no, yeah, no, they weren't. It was like, well, why? What did, like, how was it? Like, what happened, you know? And it's like, oh, I, crashed a car through the house and burned it down and blew them up and, I hate them. It's like, oh, okay, so it's just you. Like, from my experience, I found that 9 times out of 10, it's not the parents, it's the child. At least, from my experience. Now, mine might be different in other areas. But another big problem I have with this is that people want to take a big issue and blanket it across everything. Round off for people. It's not local. Like, okay, for me, no one I know really has such a terrible relations with their parents that they do not have the ability to live at home. Even the people who have terrible experiences, feelings about their family, still can live at home and still either do or have no problem with it. Sorry, one doesn't. My boss. Sorry, one person doesn't, and it's my boss. And I feel like she's the exception to the rule. Though, to be fair, I do think she wasn't the best person when the relations soured. But also, she's lesbian and her family is not so keen on that. I'm almost certain, probably. So I think that was part of the issue. Which I feel like, you know, I feel like that's one of the biggest things about it is that, a lot of millennials and zoomers, want to become hyper sex positive without having the ability to live on their own. And with parents who are not so keen on that. And that is very, very obvious that they're not keen on that. And yet they still want to shove that down the parents' throats instead of trying to make them understand. And 9 times out of 10, it's never, oh, you know, why don't we, you know, try and figure this, you know, it's always like, I will shove it down your throat. And then the parents hate you. Parents that their kids stay past 18, they actually should be grateful and probably don't do things the parent actually don't like. Yeah. Well, no, here's the thing. I feel like the US has a weird cultural thing that a lot of parts of the world don't. And I feel like my close family is less so American in that sense and more so, I guess a lot of country folk have this thing where, and it's like country folk, Arabs, probably Indians, and certain other groups, where multi-generational homes. Yep. Yeah, that's not the U.S. And I don't know, but that's the thing, I don't know how much the U.S. that isn't. Because that's the thing, I'm having a hard time believing that if your child is having trouble, that you would abandon them. Unless the child did something you did not approve of. And I feel like a lot of that is for women being whores. And for men, I would only guess would be abandonment or non-help. I don't know. It's really weird. You know, because like my brother left home because my mom was like, if you're staying here, you need to go to school. And he didn't want to go to school anymore. So, you know, but it wasn't as if, like, he just disappeared from our lives forever. He went, got a couple friends, and bought a house amongst them. I think it was one of their houses, and he paid rent with with one other guy, and they all lived together. Then he moved, then he went and lived somewhere else, then he had to move again, because one of them had to leave, and so he came back here, and lived with us again for a while. Like, even then, like it was, and even after that, it wasn't like it was like gone from our lives until he decided to show back up on the doorstep. That wasn't the case at all. Like, and he was 18. It wasn't like he was a teenager. He was an adult. I think he was like 18 or 9. I think he turned 18, and at 18 you can drop out of school if you want. And he didn't want to go to school anymore. He didn't enjoy. He didn't like it. But my mom was like, if you're gonna live here, you have to go to school. You have to go. You have to finish, at least finish high school. And he was like, I don't want to. I want to go get a full-time job somewhere. And so he left, went and got a place with friends. But it wasn't like he was. That's the weird thing. That wasn't that he was kicked out. It was just that he left. But it wasn't like it's just something I don't like having. After thinking about it just now, like I can't imagine like having like actually leaving home and then no longer like possibly gain assistance from your family ever again. You know, like how terrible of a person do you have to be to ruin your relationship with your family to such a degree that you could be starving and barely able to make ends meet and barely able to afford an apartment, that you are unable to save any money for your own full home or for any types of savings? Like, that has to mean, like, all these people going, oh yeah, we need these big paying jobs to be able to, we need to get housing to become cheaper. And I'm seeing them like, have you ruined all relationships with your family? You have no friends that you could possibly stay with? Why are you trying to buy a home in the most expensive places in the world? My way or highway? It's only a deal breaker as long as it doesn't happen at home. Not in the South. Mom kicked my older sister out at 18 to do a nasty fight. Really nasty fight. Kept in contact for a while until she went to schizo. Recently she got better and we reconnected. Also, hi. Hi, Phantom. So you have experience with an actual legitimate fight. Would you say that that was the sister's fault, or would you say that was the mom's fault from your experience? Family requires your parents to foster that beyond them. That's another thing. It's like my grandmother's the matriarch of our family. Of like, if I was to say my family tree has a leader, at least before the coffining, it was my grandmother. Everyone always did stuff with my grandma, and that feels like a very southern thing. You always bring everyone to the grandmother's home. The grandmother always, dictates things. But after the coffining, she kind of got a lot more reserved, and everyone started to do things more close. And now we do it at our house. Here's both. My mom doesn't like to admit it, but she's very much like her mom. And my older sister has qualities of my mom, and they were very bullheaded, and they don't back down on what they want. Do you mind me asking what the fight was about? Do you mind me asking about what, like, you don't have to go into detail, but, like, was it, like, career reasons, school reasons, relationship reasons, chore reasons? Like, was it like the mom wanted her to do a bunch more chores, but she didn't want to do them, and she didn't think she should do them, so, the mom got mad? Like what was it about? If you mind me asking. But I believe it had something to do with my older sister not being satisfied with the house rules and wanting to do things her way. Apologies, but is your sister stupid? Apologies. I mean this with all full due respect. But is she stupid? Because I feel like what you just said, is usually the reason why people get kicked out of the house. And things go sour. Like, came a shouting match to my mom told her to pack all of her things and leave. Even then, I wash the dishes, or as in fold her underwear in their own way. Yeah, that's the weird thing. It's like, what could possibly have been such a deal breaker for your sister that staying at home with people that love you was a deal breaker? Oh, speaking of, I meant to go get money because I need to pay my mom rent. Because I forgot to do it at the end of the month. I went to go try and get money, but I forgot I left my card after I got done work, and I realized I didn't have my card in my wallet, so I couldn't pull money out of the bank. So I went, where's my wallet? Where's my money? Where's my card? I hope no one stole it. And then I realized, wait a minute, I wear exactly 2 things every week. The clothes I wear to go help my grandmother, and the clothes I wear for work. And they're not in my pockets for work, so they have to be with my grandmother clothes. So, yeah, they were. They were in the pants I wore. Because I went and got Chick-fil-A. And left it in my pocket. So I did not pull my money out. Due to accumulating issues, my sister wasn't much for following certain rules to begin with. She would hide things from my parents and lie about others. You know, my parents didn't make it easy either. They tend to be very overbearing about these things and rarely did anybody have a decent sit down and talk about it. Throwing out things they didn't like. Depending upon where you live, if it was within your room, that could be a no-no. I'm just remembering something. Both my parents tend to be temperamental. And when an argument happens, it's probably coming to terms and more one side winning over the other. Now I'm getting sad. My shelves while I slept after work because they bought replacements. Oof. That could be a big no-no. At least in the US, I'm pretty sure. Because technically you'd be considered, if you were an adult, you'd be considered a tenant in the home, technically. And since that would be your property, that would be destruction of private property. So you'd have to have proof that they did it. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting sad all of a sudden. Mostly because I miss my dad. Mostly from missing my dad. Huh. Anyway, but no, I thought about it, because yesterday I didn't stream. I laid in bed all day. Well, not all day. I got home and then laid in bed. Messy. Both sides of my family have extended family of their own with their own messy history and baggage. A lot of generational trauma. I still can't imagine it. That held zero meaning for me. Oof. I just can't imagine that. Like, I can't imagine that as a child if you haven't built up enough income to sustain, if you do not have a built up income or other lifelines to be able to manage yourself outside the home, then, like, you know? Why would you aspirate those sorts of problems? Things have improved, struggling through certain lingering issues, but we're working through it. That's nice. But like, I don't know. At least for me, I'm wanting to have a generational home. Definitely. I believe both me and my brother are both under will for the house. My grandmother's already shifted the ownership of her house to my uncle and my mom. I am on my grandmother's account along with my mother, and both me and my brother are both on my mom's account that has money. And me and my brother are both the guarantors for my mom's life insurance. My mom is on my life insurance. I don't know who my brother's on though. Now I'm thinking about it. Probably my mom too. It was some time. It felt better. I was hungry, but not wanting to. Oh, come on. That seems like a, that whole come into your own space and try and fix things because I love you seems a very, you said a former block. That sounds very Slavic. You said from a former block, right? I don't know why I feel like you said from a former block. Yeah, you did. Okay. Commie block. Yeah, that's what you said. I feel that. My dad was in the army for most of my life, so we moved around every 4 years. It wasn't until we got to Puerto Rico, get away from everything currently happening, that we stayed in the house for an extended amount of years. Yeah, I do think that would definitely have trouble. All these little blocks, yeah. In the US, they're called the former blocks. Since they're no longer communist, they're called the former blocks. So it'd be like Ukraine. What is it? Was Georgia? The Baltics? Former? I forget what is. I don't remember what Yugoslavia became, or if it was something else that turned into Yugoslavia. I always forget. Or if it, I forget. Was it? I always forget which direction it was. If Yugoslavia was it was before, or if it was after. Oh, buildings. Okay. Oh. Yugo became Serbia, Bosnia, and Croatia. Thank you. I always forget if it was Yugo became something else or if something else broke down into Yugo. I always forget. Slovenia, Montenegro, Albania. Yeah. Thank you. Always forget. I do think, I always think, military moving is just very unhealthy for a family. I can never understand making a family while being in the military. Like, if you were to join the military, you should be done with your, you should be, if you are in the military, you shouldn't have a relationship until after you leave the military. Or if you join the military with a relationship, what the hell are you doing? You better have been drafted. Like, that doesn't make sense to me why you want to do that. Unless the pay was so ridiculous. But then the moving costs, it seems silly. And the high likelihood of wifey bringing home 20 black dudes to ride a train on her. Like, I feel like we've had enough times where it's very obvious that white man plus military equals wife getting train ran on by black dudes. I feel like that is I feel like, you know, the US is the poverty work. Kind of like sweeping the streets here. No, it's not. Well, depends, but it's not. It's actually very well paying. Oh man, it supported the hell out of us. We're in a real good place right now because of him. Yeah, I know. The military in the US is not poverty work. It is something that people in poverty can do to get out of poverty relatively quickly. As long as they don't explode in the process. Because you get guaranteed benefits so that you don't have to worry about certain things. A lot of like teenagers will join the military so that they can get the GI Bill, which allows you to go to school tuition free. Okay, yeah, that is what it is, yeah. As in no experience work. Once again, that depends. That really depends. If you join if you're joining just the army, yes. If you're joining the Marines, kinda but not really. Because you do need to be really smart and you have to do a lot more work. If you're joining the Air Force, definitely not. You need a proper computer and analytical, like not necessarily degree, but training. And you need to have, if you're going to fly, you also need flight training. That you actually have to have some, like, aptitude for prior to joining. The same deal with the Navy. Like, only really the Army, and even then, you kind of still do, It's not something that any Joe Blow can just get into and then not, you know, with no experience. They need to have it. You need to have at least some thinking. And, you know, if I sign with a recruiter, well, that's the thing. If you sign with a recruiter, you don't just. That's the thing. The only branch of the military that would not be considered specialist is the army. That's it. And even then, you'll be pretty quickly taught a specific role. Normally, it's not just, hey, go work out, learn to follow directions, and here's a gun. That's not how the U.S. military works. It is, hey, you seem to like explosives. We're going to give you a rocket launcher, and you're going to be in charge of all explosives, and you're going to have all the grenadier stuff. That's you. You seem to like to drive vehicles a lot, so we're going to get you certified in all these vehicles, and you're going to be the driver. You like to catalog munitions, so that's what you're gonna, you know, it's not just your gun, get beefy, go, you know. Like, a great example is someone I know, childhood friend, joined the military, and he became a police cop. He went recruiter, got recruited, went into the military, I believe it was Army, and got trained up with a service dog to be a police cop. His job is to watch other members of the police, members of the force of the military, and make sure they're not committing any crimes, and arrest them if he has to, as well as watching those who are in support of us. So that'd be like the Iraqis that were in support of us during the Iraq War, those in support of us in Egypt, the co-branching in Japan, but like that was, he went in, said, this is what I want to do to them, to the recruiter, and then he went, did testing, did training, basic camp, and then got what he wanted. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the Army's the largest, but the Army is also the Army is always the largest. The guys on boats will always be second, the Air Force will always be third. Because it's the newest one, and you don't need that many dudes to be on a plane. Most the Air Force is just comms and warehouse workers. Funnily enough. Like, if you actually look at, like, my dad was in the Air Force. He was a, sergeant. He could have became a general, but he decided, we actually have the papers, in his war trunk, talking about, from the, Army, from the, Air Force generals. The guy above the generals, going, you did such a good job, thank you. We appreciate your work. We understand that you did not want to continue your career path in the Air Force. You wanted to go back to school, but always know that you always, you know, blah, 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 blah. Warehouse workers are also the poor workers. That's another thing. It's like, it really depends. It depends. Because, like, warehouse workers also include, like, mechanics. At least in the Air Force. It also includes, and I guess Army too, would include, like, reloaders. It would include mechanics. It would include a lot of stuff. You know? So it's like, it's not necessarily, like, low experience work. But then there's also, like, the generic people. It's like you think, like, the chef is not the poor work, but, like, it's not a minority of the work. see, that's the thing. In the U.S., in the military for the U.S., it's not. Like, we don't have people in the military whose entire job is to just pick up things in the military warehouse and ship them around. You know? And if we do, they're not that many. Everyone tends to have a, like, extra things that they have that they are specifically meant to do. Like, my dad was a, Air Force. He was a reloader. He was a reloader, disloader, loader, a, refiller, and a maintenance guy, along with, base camp protection. Like, he was in charge of securing the, bunkers, one of the 3rd West bunker in the 3rd base camp on the Vietnam Peninsula during the Vietnam War. And what he did was he cleaned planes, the helicopters, he reloaded the helicopters, and he maintained stock, as well as reloaded the actual shells and ammo for the guns. And that's what he did all day, along with picking up dead bodies. That was another thing he did. He was part of during the withdrawal, one of the things he had to do was walk through empty fields and pick up dead people and load them up on helicopters and fly them out. Funnily enough, that's how he got poisoned. During Vietnam, we doused the peninsula with Agent Orange, chemical, and because my dad was in charge of picking up those dead bodies, all those dead bodies had Agent Orange on them, so he got poisoned from that. Anyway, this whole talk is me saying that, if you as a younger person are actually wanting to buy a house and you're listening to boomers tell you to save money and stop buying useless things, and then you complain that, oh, that doesn't matter, then you're just not actually saving money. If you are legitimately living paycheck to paycheck with no ability to save at all, either, like, you're not actually trying to save, or you've ruined every possible opportunity or assistance that isn't the government. So whenever I see something like that, I kind of don't have any sympathy for it. Because, like, a great example is Phantom Sister. Like, if Phantom Sister just wanted to get her own, like, didn't like the living situation, but wanted to get her own place, or, you know, the smart thing to do, the correct thing to do, would have been to bite her tongue, find some people, find some friends, work, save up some money, and then get an apartment or a home along with those friends or loved ones, or not loved ones, significant other, after saving up money. You know, like, that would have been the smart thing to do. Now, in that situation where they're hopping from place to place because of the dad's army work, might not have been as plausible, but, like, that would be the ideal situation. And I feel like that's what a lot of millennials didn't do. And I see so many people saying that they have to live paycheck to paycheck. Now, mind you, if a life-altering situation occurs where you lose all of your, what would you call it? All of your, savings? Or it, like, extra blows through extra money. Like, a loved one passes, you get robbed, your car explodes, and you have to do an emergency payment. Like, then I can kind of get it. Especially if you're already living on your own, and you are able to do fine on your own in that situation until that happened. And it was more than one would expect to have to pay. It'd be something like, uh, if someone I knew if like a loved one of mine passed, that I had no means to actually pay for their funeral, but I still wanted to give them a funeral, and so I had to pull from a bunch of savings, then I wouldn't have the money. Which then I can understand that. Something like that I can get. You know? Like, oh, my car exploded. I don't have enough savings to get a new car. Then I can kinda get it. But, like, it had to be very extraneous, and you would have already had to have been having issues. Now, mind you, if you were in a situation where you were already assisting someone else, and that was draining you, and then something happened like that, so you were extra drained, then I can also kind of get. But these are such, like, specific issues, and that, like, there's no way the majority of people, because this is my problem, it's way too many people say they have this issue. How much a kid's social life depends on their parents until they're at least 12. Yep. Hi, Intelligent. I spent the last hour talking about, families, war, and how much I feel like a boomer. Now, mind you, this is another thing. I don't think if you were to work at a lower income position, doesn't matter where, if you were working a lower income position and you were wanting to get a home as a single person by yourself with no one else, it's not gonna happen. You know? Another thing is that, like, a lot of people don't try to make a, credit score, having a credit score. You know? Like, I just can't understand it. Like, I just don't get it. It's not just a home. In the US, it's also a car. Yeah. Well, a car's not so bad. Don't take transportation for granted? Yeah. But, like, now the car situation I can actually legitimately agree with. That one's kind of silly. But, like, trying to buy a home, it's not as, especially if you and another person are trying to buy a home together. Because you shouldn't be trying to buy a home until you're, like, with another person and you're wanting to start a family. Like, that's when you should be wanting to pull from that home savings to get a home. With buses? Yeah, I'd rather not get stabbed, robbed, and raped. Sorry. So I'd rather not get stabbed, robbed, and raped. Well, I'd like one of those things, but the other two I could do without. I can go up to 10 now. Is that time? Jammer energy needed to activate Super Jammer. That one I don't care so much about. Value consumed on stage landing is increased. Shopkeepers start out in a bad mood. Multiple upgraded parts of the same kind. Do the storm? That's the one I was thinking of. So I'm assuming that's how I get to the next one. Alright. So I clicked on beta. Does this send me into... No. I'm still on beta. What? What? Oh, that's funny. Oh, I found a bug. There's no gamma. Do I have to click on Willed A to do it? The last one. Do I have to do that? Do I have to do Willed A to go into... Not yet. Not yet. I haven't unlocked it yet? I thought I did. I thought I did unlock it. Oh! Oh, I see what I need to do. I thought I already unlocked it. But no, I have to do this. Well, when I did B, it auto-sent me. I went to Willed A and it auto-sent me to Willed B. I think I have to do Willed A again. I have to do A, do this, to go here, then do this, and then I get access to this. And then I guess I could... Because that's what it appears to be. Because it's Willed A, Willed B, Frick A. And that just skips through those. You can only toggle flags once all branching routes on this floor have been unlocked. So I guess I need to do A. My YouTube profile picture. Yeah, do it. Man, I think it's so funny that you can be out. That the thingy's right there. That's funny to me. Alright, let's go. So I need to have eyeballs. Yay! I still love the glasses. Wait, so I don't... Wait, I just realized this. I don't have the other one because he has the other one. I cannot believe I didn't actually get hit there. What? I know you can just fall like that. Yeah. I don't know. Nah, why would I need a kick? I don't need a kick. Yes, I know. Oh yeah, I forgot I get hurt there. Okay. I don't know why it's giving me these tutorials again, though. Silk's on it? No, I don't need to learn how to kick good. Why would I do that? Okay, timeline distortion. Because, see, instead of being on that one, it's showing... No, wait. It says that's my current map. You know what? I'll find out once I get here. That's what I'll do. I'll get here and see what happens. Maybe he has a Momo... Is the Momo a B timeline? Maybe. Oh, yeah. Yes, I know. I know how tutorials work. I know. I've already know all this. Wait, hold on. Because I have all the extra stuff for... Gun! I like gun. Do you not drunk? No, I'm just stupid. I am just stupid. Wait, hold on. Don't know why I'm there. Yeah! Why is it only doing 1 damage? 5 damage. Sure. I'm curious to know how that will do. Well, it did something. Well, that did something. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that. I will go down to this and see what it is. If it's a normal... Stop it. Guys, if it's just a normal, if it's just like... Yeah, but I just want to see this. Because if it's the same event... Okay, here we go. Okay, the children are still dead. The air here almost feels different from the other caves. And there's light shine from above, but where's the light coming from? A person! I think they're dead. Over there, too. What happened here? You cleared the light, I guess. In a place like this, I feel sorry for them. I saw a thing, and I have to make sure that that thing, it didn't matter. So you saw, so there was a prompt. There is a no sound. What do you mean no sound? What do you mean no sound? What? There's sound. I'm literally looking at sound on my soundboard right now. No, I had not dropped any frames. This is on you. So, you couldn't see it because it was blocked on your end. Okay, I have to be over there. Okay. You can't see it because it's behind me. But I saw that there and thought I could activate it from where I'm standing right now, and I thought because I went too close to her, to the about to be exploded child. Mouth with no voice? What? What? I don't get it. Helicopter? I love helicopters. I think that might have been your end. Yeah, they're dead, and I thought I finally got to meet someone. Lady Bay, promise. One of them is alive! Don't take my... It's okay. I'm not taking anything. No, no. Okay, so they... There's a flower over there now. Why? I kept it. I don't think you're gonna be forgiven. What was that? Was that electricity? Hey, are you okay? So wait, that's the, that's CEE. That's CEE talking right there. Are you okay? He died. What just happened? He's on his device, so is this some kind of receiver? Is this a luminous core? He can amplify light energy by several times, but I learned from the archives that these are what caused the tragedy of light. It exploded? Man, it looked like he really treasures this thing. But that's not a kid, that's a robot. I'm sorry, I killed you. The flowers? They say I knew to leave this for the kid. Ah, didn't do anything. Or did something. Please rest in peace. Offered a flower, and that makes me start on the other one. I was wondering why that was just sitting there. I was a little confused why. Yes, hello, Drilly. Shut up. Ju-ju-juice! What do you do that made the flower grow, I wonder? Funny? I made a funny joke. I made a funny joke and the game thought it was pretty funny. Wait. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. That does not make me do more damage. That does not make me do more damage at all. Funnily enough, I do less damage doing that. That's part attack 1.5. Think sideways is better? Eh? I just... Darn it. You do it longer sideways? Yeah. Your point? Your point? That's so weird. It doesn't actually do anything, huh? Little triangles, they're the attack ups, yeah. I can see that. Oh, you're saying doing it sideways means I have a longer breadth of space to be able to do that with. Okay, I understand. I get you. There we go. However, counter argument, I think I like that more. To get bonus attack, the part needs to have one adjacency. No, it doesn't. It's actually the opposite. To have attack bonus, it can't have anything next to it. So you add something next to it, decreases it. It removes it. Yes, however, I work with the rule of cool, and if it doesn't look good, it's lame. Has to work with the rule of cool. Kinda wish I had my other one. Bonk. Can you, just, calm down there, buddy? Yes, I know. What do I got here? Each time batteries consumed, you heal HP. When a recharge weapon is fully restored, it sends out a wave that spells enemy bullets. Can't, because they can have one adjacency. Yeah, because they can. Did I want that? Yeah, spikes, that's the benefit of spikes, but having the wall of spikes doesn't feel worth it. Like, why do a wall of spikes when you can just have the long spikes that are better and gives more damage? I do like that, because then I don't have to worry about heals going down. Hey! What about blocks more here? Yeah, but I don't like sticking blocks out. It looks ugly. Yeah, but they're ugly. See, that's what I care about, is aesthetics. But spikes don't. Yeah, but spikes are sexy. I like it when things are sticking out large and in charge like that. I'm gonna take this one because I'm gonna sell it. What? I feel crazy, so I'm gonna go back over. For peak? I'll think about you. Bonk. Okay. What the hecky was that about then? Yeah, I go to the shop. Oh, that was weird. It looked like I just spawned in here. Yes, I know. Okay. Punch. Vertical movement. When I did that? I remember getting that. But what if I want to do all at once? Yes. Give me that one so I can make a gun. I would like to 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 make a gun. Hi, thank you. Wait, hold on. Yes, I know. For sticking out? For sticking? Sticking my butt in their face? Okay, wait, I need to check this. Gun? Gun. Gun. Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on, this is important. Gun. 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 Get more to the right, please? Why would I do that? Wait, hold on. There we go. Read description. Time increases depending on the number of square parts placed behind it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Funny enough, actually, yeah. I can move it two over and have a brown in the back. Which allows me to do one more set of this. Yeah! Read directly behind it. Yeah. Yeah. They are behind it. Or is this a situation where, that's the back and this is the front? Yeah? Don't know why I would. Look, I don't know why I would, though. Stream lag situation? I think you're just silly. It's not firing right now, so I'm not sure if I have it set up right. Over. Oh, no, that's not gonna work. So I have to go that way and then use skip a floor. Okay, now how do I summon? How do I summon? There we go. Oh, hello. Um... Wait, can I actually kill him? That actually is not as frequently as I thought it would. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Bonk. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Clearly you need two. Yeah, I want more. Wait, it's just moving as I go. Ah! Hey! Okay, I have to know what happens when he gets down to the bottom. Bonk. Hey! Hey! Does he die? Why? Why can't I just bully this poor rabbit? Why am I just bullying this poor rabbit? Oh! Oh, it just ends it, huh? Good to know. There we go. Way, there we go. So wait, what does that make that now? Makes it 28. Got it. You make it double-edged? Double-edged what? My butt? Let's skip that one. And then straight down. That is weird that it's not... Okay, so... Artisan construction site. Oh, someone's here! So, how's this... An interesting blueprint. Didn't do anything. Hi! Oh, it's just a robot. Hey, now what do you mean just a robot? You're just a peanut human. Why do they say I'm a human? I'm not a human. I do not have vajabbas. Fight on the upside. Of the upside? No, I don't want to do that. Why would I want to do that? I just put a gun to their mouth and blow the brains out. It's funnier that way. Apology accepted. I'm busy anyway, so I don't really care. What are you doing? I'm making something. Something that can go boom. Are you making a bomb? No, rocket. No, a rocket. Why though? You can't. Oh yeah, no, I've already read this part. I want to know the difference. That seems a little unconventional, but it sure is interesting. What's different? It's all the same. Yeah, it gives me a random thing. Hey, y-axis. Big double-edged gun. Oh! Is this the blueprint? This rocket it's so narrow. I think there's something wrong with the structure of this rocket. Excuse me, my designs are perfect. So wait, is this one the earliest point? Because this one affects everything else ahead of it. Or behind it. No, look, this space right here. You can do this, and then over here. Huh. Uh-huh. And then you can do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and that, and this, and that, and this, and this, and this, and that. I can't believe it. I never thought a dirty human would be as smart as you. Don't worry, I'm not. I have the Robo-Joe, just like you. Great job, girl genius. No, I swear to God, this one has to be human. It's so versatile, they'll say it's a jack of all trades. But that means it's a master of none. So it can't get anything done. Fatigued the design. I should be able to do something with the... I should be able to do something with it now. Change the knowledge checks. I know, man. Yeah! Oh, and I run. Hey, you dodged it. The gun was useful. Bullets will split into two and scatter. I don't like that. Shovel. I don't like any of those. Sinner gaze, but I don't like that because then it's diagonal. I don't like diagonal. I like straight. I like being straight. I am no dirty homosexual. I am straight. Now ignore me while I licky the Bahamas and I sucky the Bagugas. That's the problem? I don't know. The way that reads makes it sound as if it comes out of gun, shoots in up and down direction, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna get that. More gun! More gun. Does it keep the damages? I assume so. That's useless. That one can be useful. Because I do have the thingy. That way, I'd have to go left and left. Well, I guess I could use the thingy to skip again. Go this way, go down, go left by skipping it, go left again, so then I'd be there. Okay, yeah, that would be what I'd have to do. The name is I'll do my best to. I'll do my best to. I won my second Halo. Why am I only stuck with one Halo on this in Timeline A? Do I get a third Halo in Timeline B? God, I really hear him say, "Oh, dirty Jew," and I don't think that's what he's saying. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I have to lock that to be able to do that. Yes, I forgot. Oh, okay. What? Oh, yeah, I did do that, huh? I can't put that there. I guess I could. Let's look at this. How much damage does this do? And it still goes through. Make the mega square. Bonk. Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah. Wait, hold on. You're right. I have to put that there, though. Alright. I see you. However... Alright, wait. 14 and 18. One in the middle? That is the middle. That is the middle. I don't think you understand what the middle is for something that's 3 blocks wide in a 4 blocks area. The guns have defense? Oh yeah, you're right. Well, the sad thing is I can't actually, because I'm using the gold L here for this. My only option with this would be my only option for this would be But then I'm missing out there. Is the problem. Or that... Wait, do you notice that? It's only giving the boost to that. It's not giving it to the other one. Yeah, it's not giving it to this one. It only gives it to one of them. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Oh god, now I don't remember how I had it set up to work. Oh, I don't remember how I had this set up to work. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I think... I think I had bronze there. Or copper, and it was like this. That's so weird. Wait, it applies it to both of those. I have to take a look at this. It's applying that to all of those. That's very weird. That's very weird. Oh well. I don't like that it's empty. Okay, down. Then use the auction tank to go left. Hey, that works. Hey! 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 Oh. Hey! 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 It worked! I say pointy block. Max grace plus 3! Well, that's useful. I'd rather have that one, honestly. I'd rather have that one, honestly. Skip that floor. go around it. And now I can make a silver box. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Okay. No more gun. When do gun come back, please? When do gun come back, please? Thank you. I don't like any of those. If you use 80% more of the unlocked space on the crafting palette, defense plus 50. Sure. When you break it, it comes back. What? Hey, more gun. I love gun. I love gun. This place, was it built by humans? Oh, there's someone over there. Excuse me, are you human? Okay. Okay, this is all the same. Yes. So I should be able to say no on that, right? A gun behind the gun. Ooh, that'd be pretty good. Do I... So... Okay. Hey! I like quick charge. It has no requirements. Gone, we're done for! He basically be mad! I yoinked it. Cause I yoinked it. I leave. I ended up taking the luminous core. Everyone here is so nice. This thing gets exposed to light and explodes, they'd... I can't just leave them like this. I'm taking it with me. Took away the idol. So now I don't have to fight you. That was an accident, but that was where I wanted to go, so it's fine. Howdy. What you got? Useless. When base attack, weapon base attack increases by the number of upgraded parts. Ooh. I want that one. I want that one. Greatly please the shop clerk. Well, I'm gonna be pleasing. I'm gonna make sure I'm pleasing her a lot. Ah, got it. Can't go anymore. There's literally nothing else I want. Oh. Oh well. Okay. So. Bonk. Bonk. There we go, baby. There we go, baby. There we go, baby. There we go, baby. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Boom! 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 It's not gonna stay that long. Boom! Boom! Hey, the upside down forest. Yeah, sure. But no, let's go to the upside down forest. Unlocking more on timeline? More likely than you think. So I am only going to do the rat one because I'm sleepy, and honestly I thought I was gonna get game already. That one. Okay. Okay. Remove that, and I'm just gonna shift everything up one. That there. Oh, I have 2 of them. Wait, hold on. No, I don't. I'm just really bad at math. I'm just really, really bad at math. There we go. $32. There we go. Wait. There we go. The other X to fill the copper blocks more. Truth nuke. However, I'm gonna hold off on that. So does that actually affect its overall? No, it doesn't. It does not affect its overall strength. Give me that, by the way. Can I see the timeline? Yeah. So the changes I've done was there was a flower spawned in. So I gave the flower to the dead child. I killed the child, and then I gave the child flowers. And then I told the robot he sucked. And then I made everyone go blind and lose faith in God and commit Sudoku. And now it's time for the... Hey! That's perfect! That's exactly what I wanted to do. And this is actually going to give me a very good piece. The dialogue should be the exact same. I saved you. Are you going to like me? No, I saved you. Love me. No, but delicious mushroom. That is a peak piece, by the way. Now go have interspecies relations so you can create a weird hybrid squirrel bear. See? I know. Now, I am not going to not. I'm going to the cafe. I'm going to be picking up the trash. Why would you ever not pick up the trash? Amazing! Anger. Anger. Anger! Yes, however, I can just do that off stream. Why? Because I don't care. Because why would I want to keep it dirty and make this poor guy upset? What the hell? Gun, though. Gun, though. I don't like any of these. Each time you gain jammer energy, deal... Yeah? That is good. Tugu, that is true. It is very Tugu. I'll take it. I don't use rest areas anyway. But yeah, that would just give me that, and that would give me the other option on that. But I want that though. And I'm gonna have to come back and do this anyway. So it doesn't matter anyway. Nutri's back outside one? Yeah, but I'll have to come back through here anyway again. Oh, well then. Well, that was a little awkward. That's just a little awkward. Treasure! Yay, I love treasure. Treasure is good for my tummy. Don't like any of those. I'm gonna take that just so I can see what that space would look like. I'm not gonna end up using it, but I am curious. Wow! Well then. Well, that's a little funny now, ain't it? Well, that was a little funny. I can't count it. No, I legitimately can't. I cannot mentally think of 7. I cannot think of 7. Firepower. For each explosive block placed adjacent to a muzzle. Also, lol using jammer charger hit for... Hey! If it works, it works. You're right. However, money... You know what? Yeah, I'll take that. You're right. I'm curious to know if it affects the, down 1. 3 plus 2 plus 2. Or it can be 12 plus 17 plus 47 minus whatever it is that makes it 7. Trust. Alright, it's there. There we go. So it's adjacent to it. More explosives around the muzzle. Place it in between. Oh god, then I have to delete everything. Fine. I will delete everything. Alright, so. Gun. Not a gun. 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 Bad? Wrong? I do what I want to do. Suck it. However, this does make me want to do something, actually. I have another one of these. Gun, gun, gun. Oh, Bruh. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, gun, gun. Gun. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun. Wrong way. Gun, 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 gun. Gun. Wait, hold on. Whoops, wrong thingy. Wait, hold on. Gun! 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 Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Gun! 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 Give me 20 more guns. A flying brick. Wow, it's so pretty. Wait, this is the place you sent me a photo of. Alright. Time to save Doggy. Time to save Doggy from Rockman. Stop bullying the doggy. The power of brick! My name's not Brick! The power of flying brick. Why did that work? The hell is that in the background all of a sudden? But also, flying brick. That though. You should get a wedge on the bottom. Oh, that would be funny. Who would have thought it was a place like this? Just... Okay. Okay, now it's launched to upwards. Hi, you. It's me! Wait, could you be... It's me. Look at that. White boy. White boy power. Mama, what are you doing here? If I got to see you. I've been so worried about it, I thought something might have happened to you. No, actually, I really wanted to see you no matter what. That's why I came here as quickly as I could. If I step into that, do I explode? Glad to see you too. If I walk over there, do I explode? If I go over there, do I explode? But the earth is really unstable right now. What do you mean by that? This is all the same dialogue. Angelus Marinus. Not bad. Oh, Bay is CEE. They must also have a purpose she wants to see all the way through. Yeah. It's CEE. Say we. If we don't stop her, humanity has no future. I'll help too. Well, I know I'm not in the sun. Wait, if I walk into that, do I explode? I'll do my best. Oh, we've only just met, but I feel like I could be really good friends with... I should be blowing up right now. You should be blowing up right now. You should be literally gooing all over the place. I think it should be able to... Wait, what? Oh, okay, it just gives me another one. What? End of the world. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. These all suck. Give me. Thank you, I will totally, Yeah, I'll totally do that. Oh, wait, I have it in my hand right now. The luminous core. Is this what caused that huge explosion in tragedy of light? It's so dangerous. We should do something about it. Why am I not exploding? What? But I did Earth history when I was little. True. However, I don't need it. I don't need it. Well, no. Anyway, it's not anything dangerous. Could I hold on to it? I should be exploding right now. I should be like 100% exploding. I should be 100% exploding. In sunlight? Dad, why was the other one sunlight then? Excuse me, I have a brick in my hand. There is quite literally next to nowhere I want to upgrade, I guess. Going backwards, I guess. Cool, I guess. This is my last drilly anyway. And I don't really need to drill it. I don't need to do any more. I saw what I meant to do. Now you can move the explosives a little bit. Oh, I hate everything so much. Oh, I hate everything so much, dude. Oh, that makes me so mad. But the big mushroom, though. But the big mushroom, though. Yeah, I can get a big mushroom. I can get a big mushroom. Or I can go to the shop. That's a little... That was a little overkill, I think. I think that might have been a little overkill. Yes, however, this is an important note. This doesn't have any story bits. It's just for a free mushroom. All that that doesn't have a story change. See, it doesn't have a story change. So I don't really need to hit it right now. Battery? Nah. Well, see, because it's hit by the mask, it does it by the storm. It's hit by the storm. It doesn't. That's not going to actually be that. It's going to end up being the storm. So I'm going to go to the shop. Who's this pretty goober on my screen? I don't know. Why are you watching someone else and not me? Now hold your horses. Give me that. That's Momo. Yeah, why are you talking about Momo like that? I got my glasses on? Well, take them off then. But I'm hitting that. Why isn't it? Wait, hold on. Oh, it resets that side. I can tell it. I can tell it's too low. I can tell. Amy's wrecked attacks decrease damage. Okay, I'm blind now. Yay! Damage dealt to enemies increased. Yay! Bruh. Yay! Hold up. I didn't notice that before. I didn't realize that. I didn't notice that before. Yeah, I can remove this part here and make gun. No, I can't. That's good, actually. That's good, actually. Give me that. Remove the gold? From the X? Whoops. Oh yeah, you're right. However, I don't care anymore. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely do not need it. Funny enough, I can't even put the bomb anywhere. I don't need it anyway because, I mean, 30% more damage. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Skip this floor. Battery. Battery! Battery. Gives bonus damage. Oh, you know what? You're right. You know what? I will actually... Yeah, there we go. That's what I'll do. I'll do that, actually. That sounds like a genius idea. Uh-oh. Well, you're dead. that was, Oh, hey! I forgot about you. I forgot about you. I won that. I want that. No. This button. Thank you. Oh, but I can't. I guess. No, I can't. Because I'd have to do that. That. Move both of those. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think I can make another goal. Yeah. Yeah. One tile left. Oh yeah, I guess I could. No, I can't. I don't have any, don't have any more bomb stuff. I theoretically I could do that, but, that looks ugly. Oh yeah, look at my brick. One tile to the left. I can't. Because of that right there, I can't. I physically cannot move it. Just move the, So you're saying just move this there? But I don't have any more bomb blocks to set there, so... Oh. Do that. Oh. Yeah, I can technically do that. I could move this one too, yeah. But I wouldn't have, if I moved that one, it would just be, wait. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. So this dialogue that's an owl. This dialogue shouldn't change, right? Because this should still be the empty room with... Wait, doesn't that mean there's a bunch of brains in here? Wait, does that mean there's a bunch of just brains sitting in here that I just cannot see? Not yet. Okay, so this is as far back... Okay. I didn't know the order. I didn't know what the order would be. Oh, that's just not fair. Hello, Typhon. ID B correspondence. Welcome back, B. How may I assist you today? Yeah, I've already... Yeah. Works great with your brick. Yeah, my big old brick. I'm just gonna stand inside of my brick. I'll be fine. I'm just inside of... My name is Brick! Hi, Brick. You know what? I'll take quantity matters. Just because I'm gonna be whacking them against the face with it. I wanna see. I wanna see. Glenn doesn't matter. I'm at max health. That was funny. Let's go! The Dotaku series. It's so hot, but it's bright too, so it was easy to spot from a distance. Well, I don't need to adjust it. Well, there's nothing else. There's nothing else. Alright. Bonk, 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 bonk. Hey, are you gonna call me a whore again? Yeah, she's here. Let's go. I remember him leaving me along. Mama, let's end things here. I don't see Bay anywhere. We need to think of what to do next. What? It's me? That's not. Wait. I'm gonna kill a dog! I just realized I'm gonna kill that dog. I'm gonna pound that dog. Yo, dude. I'm screwing the pooch. I'm screwing the pooch. I am screwing the pooch. Yeah, he said they were inspired by my theories for the biotape. Is in this time. Don't. Yes, I do. Benji, but that could work, but still. How does that make me Bay? How about a fully stabilized luminous core? You and I continued our research and finally finished our creation. You and I? But I'm Momo. You're you and I'm Momo. Hi, Aaron. A device that sends data to the past. Yeah, I saw it. I sent a message to myself telling me to love rats. I went, ooh, rat! Ooh! Cheese to meet you. Ah, Luminous Core, that's dangerous. No, it's fine. Like I said earlier, the jammer completely stabilizes it. Are you serious? No, but now that you mention it, right. By storing endless amounts of energy and a stabilized Luminous Core, then theoretically. But even if such a thing existed, when people try to change the past however they want to, yeah. And you did that. You were a goober, and you did that. There are a lot of different methods, but at first you try to change a simple cause. Then something more fundamental. Yeah, I'm trying to do that right now, so, I need to shoot you with my gun, so... I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to shoot you with my gun. I hope you understand. Now, to be fair, I didn't kill anyone except for that one guy. It wasn't my fault. Wasn't my fault. Very difficult to actually change the past. Now, here's my thinking. This is normal me. Future me is not me, which is why I don't need glasses. And then there's super future me. A human. Yeah, like... a robot would make sense in that regard, but I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot. You're the robot. To atone for my sins. Alright, well don't worry, I'm just gonna shoot you. I'm sorry. You're... I'm going to stop you now! Persona! Persona! Say something, please! Persona! Ah, my head hurts! Where am I? What? Oh, this is... Hello, me. What? I'm you from the future, Moma. Me? No, you have a penis. And if you were me from the future, you would not have a penis. Probably. That'd be really weird if you did. This can't be real. Oh, it's real, Mostima. It's my name. How did you know? I never told you my name. I know everything about you because you're me. No, you have short hair and a penis. That means you are not me. You need to grow out your hair and cut it off. Change that around. You need to cut off your hair and grow your penis. Hachi! Oh, why is Hachi here? This body. I see. Try to stop me with a time paradox. That's not how this would work. Because this paradox wouldn't make any sense. Would this be considered... Wait. Okay, two questions. A, would this be considered incest? B, would this be considered self-cest? That is not myself. That clearly has a penis. However, they are pretending to be me. She travels through luminous cores. That's really stupid. So, you literally just give a child a bomb, let it you give a child a gun, persona! And then you just come inside of the child. That seems kind of dumb. They die. Oh. When I was your age, I was such a crybaby. How could you? I chose him and the earth he loved so much. I won't let you get in my way. I don't care what happens to humans, and that includes him. And myself. Are you gonna... Tibagachi! Well then, it's a little awkward now, ain't it? Okay, I'm sorry. That was kind of silly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that was kind of silly. Time freeze! Time freeze! Alright, I'm gonna get your runs into your time freeze. Now what? Finally! Let's go adventuring again together. Huh? Hey! Wake up! Get back here and let me kill you again! Hachi. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. There was so much I wanted to talk to you about. That's right. Go back to the past. If I do it all over again. From the moment we met. No, if I did that, I'd be no different from Bay. He's connected to someone other than myself, they die. I couldn't do that. I went so far to stop that from happening. But, I know a message. If I only send a message, then no one would have to die. I'll send a message to a past me who hasn't come to Earth yet. But, I do it. Would I never meet you and Hachi? That is a ear. It's okay. Don't worry, Hachi. Yeah! It's better than you dying. Much better. I don't want to regret anything again. Please don't come. Stupid hoe. Persona! Please, don't come here. Even if we can't meet again. Oh, that's a big shield. That's a big boy. The hell is that? Spring! Well, that's kind of funny. I made a big brick. Interesting. Interesting. It's the rocket? The rocket is what matters. The rocket. That's what matters. Wait. The rocket. That's what matters. You need the rocket. The good one. There. I still want to give it a shroom. Collection. That was kind of funny. Combined 40 creates spring upgrade part that knocks back enemies 1.5 times further. Oh, enemies? Ew, that's stupid. You going to sleep? Yeah. My goal was, I was going to do the next timeline, but I didn't realize I had to go back to this timeline to go into this timeline. So I had to go back, and I had to go back into beta to do this, specifically using the critique design to make the super thingy, and probably have to launch something into space. I probably have to send something into space, I bet. And that gives me the final timeline. $15. Huh. Double the recharge time. Now that I have so many, now it can actually be kind of useful. What, quick? Oh, it just skips the intro. That's all it does, just skips the intro. And then jammer energy. Yeah, I'll take the jammer energy one. No, there isn't. I already know there isn't. It's only, oh. Skip floor transition. Hallway sprint. Oh, Skip all events when... Oh, there is. Do not skip. Auto skip red text. Auto skip... Oh. Well, I guess there is. Snake, I have terrible news for you. I have terrible news. I will at least start it, though. I will at least start it. Do you think it will be the final boss of One Piece Black? One Piece will never end. Please, no matter what happens. Please, no matter what happens. You're ending, aren't you? I'm actually gonna hold off for 40 minutes just for you, Snake. So wait, I'm now a robot. Wait, am I a robot in this timeline only? Does that mean I'm not a robot before? I will shove you in a locker. Random normal, I don't like the random normal group block. Random rare block. I was just stopping by to say hi. Go to family house in like 10 minutes? A1, I think? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure. So, the way I'm looking at this is as early as possible. This is a little bit into the future. This is as far into the future as physically possible. Which is why, in this one, I'm human. This one, I'm a robot. Because the regular me is dead and is made, and a clone has been made, a robot clone has been made in this timeline. That was the button that moved it. Good, they had 2 tracking lights. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Alright, I springed, didn't I? No, I actually got one that's actually kind of useful. Gun. Bro. Look at that shenanigans. Look at that shenanigans. How's Bescu? I am doing pretty alright. Oh yeah, she doesn't remember. So yeah. So yeah, no. In this timeline, I'm dead. In this? Well, that's awkward. Whoa! What the heck was that? Nope. Nope. I am hopeful that that new Predator movie is actually kind of okay. I am hopeful for that. I don't think it will be, though. Filing combos? No. Why would I do that? Why would I do that when I can just make gun? Well, that's awkward now, ain't it? Oh, man, that was... nice! Okay, yes I did. You do both? That's expecting too much of me. And a brick gun, so I can put the gun on the armor. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Ah! I want to see a Xenomorph King appear in a movie. I have some bad news for you. That's called a fuda. And I know the most important part of it is the part you're attracted to. I mean, I'm not gonna judge. I'm gonna judge, but I'm not gonna judge. Kicking? Well, I'm getting smart, okay? Jelly? That's me. What? Wait, what? What is this place? It doesn't look like a normal cave. What? Are these materials of some sort? Are they constructing a building here? Looks like I gave up halfway through, though. Oh, well, that's just depressing. Wait. So wait, I come here for this because of that. I go down there. But I would need this flag. Huh. Huh. Text. There's something inscribed here. Here lies our nameless children. Further construction is forbidden on these lands. Alright, does that mean they were buried here? Remember, Earth humans sometimes bury their dead in the soil. Is that what this is? Which means this place is someone's grave. Maybe they were about to use those materials over there to build something. And they stopped for the sake of the grave. A quiet place. And rest in peace without being bothered. Huh. Yeah. They didn't build a classroom. Oh, hey! Please die, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad I had that there. Ow! Where'd my weapon go? Oh, it's right there. That's not fair. That's not fair. Why is it a little awkward? Hi, I'm back from the movies. Hi, what movie did you go and see? Chainsaw Man? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't like any of these. Oh, that's... that's funny. I don't like any of those. Spring! Sure, I'll take that one, I guess. Hey, little buddy. Okay, this one becomes sword. This one become gun. This one become gun. this one becomes gun. And just have a vertical sword. No, horizontal. Why? Because it looks cooler that way. What? Oh yeah, I can only have one. Oh yeah, I could make a shield. Um, 9. Hold up. Bonk. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, hold. There we go. Okay, this bombs or springs. I have to combine 4 springs to actually be able to use it. That's kind of the problem. Okay, now I need to check this. Only does 2 damage. Only does 2 damage. That's about the best I can do. I don't like what that looks like, so I don't like it. That works, I guess. That works, I guess. Just less wedge? I don't... Wait, wedge? Why are you saying wedge? I can't make a wedge. It has to use gold. I don't have gold. Gotta get going? Yeah, I'm probably gonna do the shop. I'm gonna get to the shop, and then I missed the goo. Then just turn me on your phone, and then wear an AirPod and listen, goober. I mean, come on. Alright. Well, I'm about to get going too. Oh gosh. Is that reflected here already? Yes, it is. Interesting. That's bad. I mean, erratic. I mean, it could be good. You never know. Especially with my limitations now. I could do all browns and all silvers on the weapon. And then it would be sword, hilt, shield. And there we go. All spikes. All spikes! I'm going to bed. You know, I said I was like, I'm not going to do as long of a stream, but I ended up going for 3 hours, which was longer than I thought it would be. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry, Rui. I wanted to end a little earlier, mostly because I will have to open in the morning. I have to get up and open. Well, I always open. However, Right, I'm just glad I got the show up in chat. Hi, chat. Yeah, don't worry, you did not miss much, and by miss much, I mean you missed nothing, except everything. Anyway, Shima sounds? No, Shima sounds would be. I was watching a movie for 2 hours? No, you were being tortured for 2 hours. Big difference. What do you mean an octave higher yawn? My yawns are not... I don't moan publicly. I got banned at the 9/11 for the. I am very tired.